Hello, everyone. Welcome back to K Speaks TV, and thank you so much for joining me today. So, there's something that I want to share with some of you, and today we're going into the Bible. We're gonna use some analogy um, from scriptures today, and I know some people are gonna be like, I'm not a Christian, so I can't hear this, or a Bible stuff she had to talk about today, so I don't want to hear it, whatever. But sometimes what we fail to realize is that, like, you know, you have to be a Christian, or you know, have to go dip in the water and whatnot, to actually want the God essence or the God essence effect. That's what I call it in your life, right? And things of the Bible, just like how we use things from other self-help books and so forth in order to propel our lives to the next stage, it is the same thing for the Bible. There are some things in there that can help you to elevate, help you to grow a certain way, help you to achieve certain peace and so forth, or even to look at things from different perspective, right? So today I'm gonna talk a little bit about Saul's story. And trust me, I'm not a Bible fanatic. Like, I don't know the Bible like that. But again, when I'm dealing with certain things in my life, or I have dealt with certain things in my life, I realize, like, some of these things. Oh, listen. Oh, my mother. Some of um these these things that I've seen, or things that have helped me, have come from the Bible. Even like some of the self-help books that I've read, and all that, people have taken information from the Bible and then apply it to them life certain way, and then it works for them, so they share it with others, right? So I don't know how much y'all know about Saul, and I find his story very interesting. So some of y'all, like, oh no, y'all should go read his story. Like, read about him life and all of that, in a Samuel's, in a First Samuel's and beyond, right? Because, all right, let me talk about what is First Samuel's 10 verses 22 to 23, right? That's when Saul was going to be crowned king, right? Samuel when I go anoint him and present him to the people and whatnot, right? But overall, there were noises in the background, right? People when I talk, like, he's not based on the lifestyle where I'm live, or in people them live and whatnot. He how him I gonna become king, like, what sort of man is this where you go, you know what I mean? And I him to become king, right? However, God saw something in him that was, that could be used to unify the people them, and bring about a different kind of change, right? So God say, all right, you might not believe in yourself a certain way, or people might not believe in you a certain way, but from what I can see, right, you can do this. However, I guess Saul was him having him own a thing I go on and all of that, and it's the same thing for us in this life. Like, there's so many people that see stuff in us, like, see the potential in a way, see the greatness away, and they try to speak life into us, but yet still we're doubting ourselves, or we're listening to so many naysayers, right? Or because so much turmoil are going in our life and them kind of way, we decide to just hide ourselves under there. So, that's what it spoke about in First Samuel 10 and 22. like they were about to present him, to the people and so forth. And when them ask what part the Monday what we were supposed to be come out as a come at night and them kind of thing there, if we see him and them kind of way there, like what the man there, what the brother there. And them ask God like, where is he? This man where you basically I say, and him a go bring about change or do something for the people them and them kind of way there, like, see the man missing. Where is he? And God said he's amongst the stuff. Him amongst him baggages them a hide, right? Again, it's the same thing in life. People see us as world changers, as world leaders and so forth. They see where we can be so impactful to other people's lives. But we more to listen to the naysayers and we more to talk ourselves out of greatness and hide amongst this stuff. Hide amongst our baggages, right? And when we do that, and when I say stuff, it can be a lot of things. It can be from depression, mental illness. It can be from that thing that I talked about with the imposter syndrome. It can be from just self-doubt, fear, and the fact that we don't want to put ourselves out there, because if we fail, then people are gonna laugh after we are, people are gonna make us feel bad. Or one of the biggest things is the life what we used to live and so forth. We feel like say people are gonna call we out on that, or people are gonna always remind us of where we are coming from or which part we used to be. That's one of the biggest things why most of us are afraid to put ourselves out there, because we're afraid people can't up with pass, come show we up certain way. But it shouldn't matter, because the person that you were yesterday and 5 years ago and 10 years ago and all them kind of something there is not the person that you are today, is not the person that you're trying to be today. And furthermore, you understand? So it really shouldn't matter, but we're human beings, and therefore we let that bother us a lot, right? And that is some of the stuff, that is some of the baggages that we're hiding ourselves amongst, which part we just cannot come forward and just be great and just be great. But then it continues to say that, eventually when them find him and so forth and Samuel present him to the people, he was, tall and him up there in a statue, you know what I'm saying? He was elevated basically amongst the people. They can, you can say him different, right? But as you continue to read his story and so forth, and it goes down in 1 Samuel 28 and 16. This man pissed off God so bad. This man pissed off God so bad, which part God just left him to him own conscience, to him own, just to figure it out on him own, right? And it's the same thing with some of us. We always we want people to see we want people to put us up on pedestal and whatnot. But yet still, when they do that, when they do that for us, or they pour into us, right? And big we up in a certain way, we always find some way to mess you up, or basically bite the hand we feed we, or spit on the people them who basically, see the greatness in a way versus other people one never see it, right? And this is basically what he did. And God said, brother, me can't bother with you because you don't listen. You understand? You don't listen. And when problems take you you want to come run back to me, but you want me just me don't want to hear nothing from you, and me don't want to talk to you either, right? And in his story, he basically put out basically all of the spiritual people them, you know what I mean? And the prophetess them and all of that, you know, him basically run them out of land or him keep them silent. Again, it's the same thing in life, which part there are people that are around us that is supposed to help us elevate, but are them kind of people that we get corrupt against. You understand? We get corrupted against those people. And then now, when them left we alone we just figure it out on we own and them kind of way, we end up wanting to call them back. And it don't always work like that. Some of the time people won't end up having to love you from afar, right? People going just have to make you just come to your own conclusion or fall upon your own sword. Basically, you understand? Because they have tried to help you in so many ways, and it just need to work out. So them love you, right? And what Saul did was him disguise himself and him go find one of the medium them, one of the priestess people them, you know, to reach Samuel, fame and all of that, right? Think about it. How many times has God tried to reach out to so many of us, right? And him after him put you on pedestal and said, this is your purpose. This is what I want you to do in a life. You elevate yourself and make my name be glorified and for also elevate other people. You know, if you bring up other people and them kind of waiting. How many times? And all him require you pray, you try to live a peaceful life and them kind of way. I don't think God wants us to be perfect. Him just want we to be enough. Have little God essence. But we understand, bring about. There's so many bad in the world already. So I guess him just want we to just, you know, bring about a little bit of peace, a little bit of semblance, bring some happiness to people's life, right? And that's why him say, give me thanks and praise. You know, even when it go bad, still give me thanks and praise, because anything at all will always run come to me for it. You understand? Same thing again with other people in our lives. Like, people go out of them way for us so many times. People do so many things for us and them look away there. And yet still we are never thankful to them. You know, we not show them no thanks and no appreciation. And it is not about quid pro quo. It is just about human decency. You understand? People be nice to you, you be back nice to them, you be back nice to them. As an extension of the nicest for them be for you, you be back nice to them families and to them friends. You understand? And you just love on people because them love upon you. You love upon God because him love upon you. And you love and all of that when him give you, him want to feel extend it to other people. But no, what we choose to do is we get power with eye horse and them kind of way there, and we don't want to hear nothing from the same people them that was sent to help us, right? We want to ask God for certain blessing and them kind of way there, but yet still we don't give him thanks, we don't show him no form of appreciation and them kind of way there. We not humble ourselves. We not humble, right? And that was basically Saul, because God tell him say, you know, some people, them people are not with me and them just make the place worse than what it's supposed to be and him kind of way. So me need your faith, you know. I know, listen, him just keep on just do for him one thing and do for him one thing, and him forgot about the person what basically put him in charge to do some semblance of good, right? And then now again, throughout all of the prophetess them, the priestess them, all of them people there and them kind of way, now you have to disguise yourself and go find one of them now, to find Samuel, to say, alright, are you a nightmare and them kind of way, can you speak to God upon my behalf? Him have to deceive the same people them, the same priestess medium, right? What him basically throw them out. And one of them you have to go disguise yourself and them kind of way there and go weird on yes or no, you know, and basically deceive the woman for go do something for you what are you banned? What you basically banned, right? Anyway, Samuel come forth now and say, brother, why you call me for? Where you come and disturb me about like me can't help you. When God when tell us say do this and you never do it and them kind of weird, you know? And the thing is, I felt like if he had been remorseful at the fact say, you know, I really and truly never do what God said I'm supposed to do and him kind of way. Even when he wasn't listening, I felt like he should have still pushed his way, you know? He should have still show God say, I'm really and truly sorry. Same thing again in real life terms. There's so many of us we do people wrong and them kind of way, and we go to them and we give them one like a half-baked apology and them kind of way, and we feel like it's them supposed to just forget say you put them through turmoil. Them supposed to just forget say you're just a terrible person, and it don't work like that. And I feel like you when you go offer apology to people, it should be wholeheartedly and it should be constant. See, I'm like when you're in constantly, I drive them crazy. You're supposed to constantly, you understand, as strive to show that you are sorry. But what this man do in decide to go console somebody else, fi reach to Samuel in the afterlife, fi get him, fi you can talk to the big man. No, no. This is on you. Maybe if you went listen and do what you were supposed to do, you wouldn't have to have this conversation with me right now. And because God turned away from you and him kind of, you're dead. And your children, them are dead too. Because you don't learn to listen. How many of us right now in this moment, yeah, you know what you're supposed to do? How much time you go on TV and hear the word of God? How much time you go to church and you hear the word of God? How much time you yourself pray and God your ear the voice that tell us that you need to change, you need to do something different. You understand? You can't continue how you've been and live all this while. You understand? How many times gonna say me not call you if you be perfect or not, me just want you to be decent. You understand? Them look folly the way you keep up on them kind of way. It not look good. Fix it. How many times people come to you and you know and then me pray for you, you know, and them kind of way there. Me see I go on with some little things and you know look good. Me feel like you need to change it. How many people them don't even say nothing about prayer? Them just come in here and say, you know, say I never say your mother grow you, I never say your granny grow you, and them kind of weird, you know, and them say it just not look good. Fix it, change it, do something different. You see all what and Philip used to live on them kind of way, and it never work out for them. Why you come here so I live the same way? Why you feel say it's gonna be no different for you? Fix it, change it, tweak it a little. But no, somehow we don't like correction. We don't like correction and we don't want nobody tell we nothing that is good. And 3/4 time the reason why we don't want nobody tell we nothing is because we don't want to put in the work. We don't want to put in the work to do anything or say anything different in our life. But when problems start to take you the real way now, you come and ask them same people that were been there one you all along. You come now and ask them for help. Them can't help you. Because if God decides to turn him face from you and him I just allow you alone, what you feel say people are going to do for you? What you feel say people are going to do for you? And for the people them who love island powder, you don't know what I talk about. I love run up and down, yes sir, run up and down this stuff. And have people like telling us say, oh, I want a neighbor doing things, I want this and that. I don't know own problem. and own problem. How is it that none of them people they never tell you say when them tell you say buy all of money this and all of this and all of that? How come none of them never tell you say you know what, bring one bucket of olive oil come and me consecrate it because this was used in the Bible through whatever. Mustard seed oil. You understand? How comes none of them never tell you say bring it come and make me consecrate you in them kind of way there, and when trouble start to take you a certain way, you rub up your hand and you rub up your head and you pray, you rub up your foot and pray in them kind of way there. Right? Why none of them never tell you say since no neighbor be so bad to in them kind of way there, pray for them. You understand? Pray for them. So whatever them I feel towards in them kind of way there, it can disappear. Any of them ever tell you that? Any of them ever ask you say, what is it that God a try to show you, say you have change in your life and them kind of way, and you have not been doing it? But them quick for telling you about oil and powder and them kind of thing there. And oil and this and oil and magic and this and whatnot. I grew up hearing these things, so therefore I know. But when you check it out now, we always pray to and beg for have mercy and them kind of something there. So what make when problem take you real weird? You not ball out to God, you not run for olive oil and mustard seed oil. You are run for Hyla free me from this and Hyla free. The problem is you. The problem is you. So much on God telling a long time to change this and change that. People come to you and tell you say certain things will not do right. But you not listen to that. But you quick feel listen to somebody or tell you say if you burn this so and burn that this and put that in and this and put that. And when God say, alright, this since them the people don't want to run to, it's easier if you go give them the people money and whatnot, but you don't think it hard if you give one little offering in that church, as we say, you know, Father God, you've been a bless me all month and them kind of way. So here what, $20 yeah, me I put it back towards the building fund and them kind of way in a church. Or, you know, me see one little man out the road and through God have blessed me so much, me can give one little $5 out of what I make this week, or you know, me find myself one extra dollar and them kind of way there. I have some decent pair of clothes which part me no we not really wear out the newness too much out of them. So me I go donate them. We know calm people and tell them, you know, I appreciate you and I thank you and them kind of way for the things that you do for me and them kind of way. We not say to people, I'm proud of you, and you know, or you jump and scream for people, even if I did the littlest bit of achievement, you scream big and loud like say it happened for you. So sometimes we are our own enemy. We are our own downfall. We are the one who keep on hide amongst our baggages, amongst our stuff, because we think it hard for basically just live how we supposed to live. Try to change certain things about ourselves in order to live in our God essence. And again, this is not about no Christianity and religion or whatnot. It's just the basic human decency. Because that's another thing. Because none of we would want to be in a so close of a connection with God and whatnot. But we feel like we have to in a church every Sunday if we do that. We feel like we have to know the Bible from cover to cover. We feel like we have to can pray and them kind of way in order to have like a God essence in a way. No. Somehow we feel like say we life so stifling and them kind of way, and we cannot come up from amongst this stuff because we feel like we not deserve no better, and it's not like that. So today I am imploring you, come up from amongst the stuff, come up from amongst the baggages and them kind of way there. And when God call you forth, or when people come to you and say, you know, say there is good in you, I mean, I like to see you put that good out in the world and them kind of way there, don't bite the hand we feed you. Don't spit on the people them. You understand what root feel? Don't do it. And if it's a case which part you get to a place which part it is all too much, which part you feel like you go just revert to your old ways and them kind of way there, you can reach out to God. You can consult with God. You make pretty sure. Sometimes we feel like we don't have nobody in our corner, but sit down and think to yourself, like, who was the last person who called and say, you're good, you're alright, me just a check on you. And them people there, you don't hear from them all the while, but them for some reason them always seem to show up exactly when you need them. Exactly when you need to hear something good. Think about the people who just randomly see a road and say, oh my God, you're so beautiful, your energy is so nice, and them look away there. Have a good day. Think about them people there. So we all have that. Sometimes it's just that we want to sit down and labrish and lament with people for a long while, and we want people to call with every single day and them kind of way if we feel like we have somebody, but and I don't say always go. And then people who just call you out of the blue, or you know, somebody just randomly say something to you out the street, you know. People who tell you the truth when you mess up, them tell you say, it don't look good, or I know say work. How much time your parents, you know, warn you before them can you? How much time? It's the same thing with God. If we want, we kick our foot too much time so till we learn the lesson or we do what we're supposed to do. But if we not get the message, or we just decide that we go just blatantly just ignore what the creator say, or we feel like we make it right now, so therefore, yeah, we not really need to listen to him right now and then kind of way there. No, okay. When real retribution start to take you now and them kind of way there, and the same people whom sent to save you and him start to shift them out that way, and then him tell us, listen, stay away from me, stay to yourself, because that is what you wanted all along. So me just give you exactly what you want. You cannot vex. You have to just figure it out on your own. What happened to Saul? He made him fall upon his own sword. What happened to his kids? And that's the same thing that is happening to a lot of us right now. Because some of us, we feel like we're incapable of change. We feel like we are incapable of, you know, being world leaders and world changers. But we're not. We're not. A lot of us right now, we keep on a tiptoe or walk around with purpose. And we don't realize, like, it's not even about us and the people that want wait upon we. And the people that want wait. And the people that want wait upon we. We just get it right, so them can get right. So again, I implore you today, come up from amongst this stuff. The doubt, the fear, the depression, and depression, sometimes you just feel like depression is just a time for recoup and whatnot. You recoup enough, get up. Get up. Yeah, tiptoe around your purpose long enough. It's time to walk in the purpose. Walk in it. Not tiptoe around. Walk in it. Come up from amongst this stuff. Some of we are do some things in our life and whatnot, and then kind of weird, and I wonder why we are get beat from left. Change your ways. Change the way you think. Change the way how you treat people. Especially people them what we feel, like I said, now some of the time them a save we. We don't even know. We treat the people them what basically come to save with the worst sometimes. Come up out of that. Come up out of that mentality. Come up from amongst this stuff and do something phenomenal with yourself today. Walk in your purpose. Tweak something in your life towards good. Change completely towards good. Change your mindset, how you think, and change certain things where you do and how you live. And I can say this to you guys because I was one of them person there. So my time when me have a flashback on certain things when me used to do, I say, God, when I'm so miserable, like it instantly shame. Yeah, I just feel hot and sweaty because you're shame. But when you look at you now, you just have a profound sense of proudness because God, you really love me. I just sit there like, God, you really love me. You have been doing a big one when it comes to me. So I can say, come up from amongst this stuff. And some people are gonna ask, how can I come up from amongst this stuff? And I can tell you, because I came up from what baggage come up out of. And I still probably have one and two little things what I need for, shimmy out of. But it is not as much as it used to be. Come up from amongst this stuff. And thank you guys so much. Because this is long, so I'm gonna finish it here. But it was great talking to you guys today. And I want to hear from you guys in the comments or in my inbox or whatever. Let's just talk about it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, okay?